Hello my friends and welcome to a new video. Today a comparison between the MOZA R5 and the CSL DD 5 Nm. I already did the review of the MOZA R9 versus the CSL DD 8 Nm, and there it was more like personal preference that dictated what wheelbase that you should buy. When we look at the price, you can buy a Fanatec CSL DD 5 Nm for €400 or 420 if you have the steering wheel, which I have, so the BMW one. And if we go look at the MOZA, then you will have to pay €550 if you buy it via their webshop. This is TVA excluded, so with Fanatec TVA is included, with MOZA it is excluded, so it is quite of a difference. The package comes with the wheelbases themselves, a steering wheel and two pedal bases. The D-shaped steering wheel of the R5 has a leather upholstery and is 27 cm in diameter. The shifting feels very soft and precise, and the QR is one of the best for the entry wheels out there. The BMW wheel of Fanatec measures 30 cm in diameter and has a rim coated in some smooth rubber. The shifting feels soft but less precise than the MOZA ones. The quick release is the big difference here between these two wheels. The pedal bases that are standard in the package look very similar. Both are two modular pedal bases built primarily out of metal. Both use Hall sensors to measure your acceleration and braking. There are two differences that set these pedals apart, one being the Fanatec pedal facings being plastic, the other being the extra damper for the brake. When it comes to the pedals, I would prefer the Fanatec ones. The brake mousse they added does help with making the brake feel just a bit more progressive than with the MOZA brake. Both can get the job done, but you just feel so clearly that these are, budget pedals. I would compare the braking sensation to Thrustmaster T3 PA pedals. Not bad, but for build quality there is no doubt that the MOZA R5 is better build quality. If we look at the quick release that they use, if we look at the steering wheel, which is leather and aluminium, it just looks so much better and feels much better than the Fanatec one. But the MOZA steering wheel, which is standard included, is only 27 centimeters, and that's a bit of a difference with the larger Fanatec steering wheel. These bases, as they come in their respective package, can only be used for PC. There are, however, options for the Fanatec CSL DD to use it on the Xbox platform if you plug on an Xbox compatible steering wheel. For compatibility with PlayStation, there is the GTDD Pro base that is available with the PlayStation security built into the base. This, however, will come with a €300 price increase. The cheapest solution to add compatibility for Xbox would be €480, and with that package you get a, in my opinion, very decent McLaren steering wheel instead of the standard P1 wheel. The driving sensation for the MOZA and the Fanatec are comparable, and after fine-tuning them I would say that the MOZA has a bit more detail and smoothness than the Fanatec one. I preferred the ride of the R5, but not in such a way that it outclasses the Fanatec. It felt more smooth and just had that little much power to send to you the force feedback details through the steering wheel. I tried to follow the recommended settings and just went from there to change them more to my liking. In the end, I was able to set some precise and decent rounds around the track with both of them. The general sensations of driving them is very satisfying with no clear winner. What did stood out was that I could have done with some extra power along the way. Nonetheless, as these wheelbases are marketed and priced as starter packages, they are the top of their classes when you look at the complete experience. So if we look at the problems that they are with the bases at this moment, of course you have for Fanatec the collar on the shaft, which loosens sometimes and which disconnects the steering wheel from time to time. That is a known issue. It is solved by just tightening the collar around it. Some say they also have some problems with the quick release. Now I don't have any issues with the quick release, even it being in plastic. It squeaks, okay, but I don't have any, or I didn't experience any problems with that. I did have a problem with the color, but like I said, it was fixed very easily. If we look at MOZA, it's not, I saw on their Facebook page some reports of the bass really getting hot and losing force feedback. Now, it's too early for me to say that it is a structural problem with the casing, but it is very much possible. When I tested it and after driving for 2 hours, it got really hot, and this is never good. So we already saw the same problem with the Trustmaster T300 bases, where there was an overheating problem and that you lose force feedback. For software, well, you know, if you saw my review of the MOZA R5 or the R9, you know that their software is really good, and for me the best out there. Now, what I didn't say in the comparison of the R9 and the CSL DD 8 Nm is that apart from the Fanatec configuration panel, you also have the Fanalab software, which allows you for some more configuration. So the software of Fanatec is pretty decent too, but still I prefer the user friendliness, the cleanliness of the MOZA software above the two different programs that I have for Fanatec. The ecosystem, I think both have a very nice ecosystem. I know that people are complaining a bit that the MOZA Formula 1 wheel is much better than what Fanatec has to offer for Formula wheels. That being said, like with many things, the choice for a steering wheel is personal, and Fanatec does offer a wide variety of cheap and not so cheap steering wheels to choose from to use on their wheelbases. They both have pedals, shifters, handbrakes and other available to buy. Upgradability is a very large factor which pushes me into recommending one base over the other. If we look at the upgradability of the MOZA, well, you can keep your pedals, you can keep your steering wheel, but you will need to change bases. So the MOZA R5, it just will deliver 5.5 Nm no matter what you do to it. If we go look at the Fanatec, there, well, you can keep your steering wheel and your pedals, but also you can upgrade it to 8 Nm by just exchanging the PSU. So which is the better wheel between these two wheels? Well, I would say the MOZA R5 is the best wheel in general. Looking at the software, looking at the build quality, so the QR and the steering wheel itself, looking at the force it generates of 5.5 Nm, it is a bit more force. You can feel it a bit. So technically R5 better. However, we go look at the price: €400 for the Fanatec and €550 for the MOZA. And that's already a big price difference, because for me this is where €500 is for me the magical marker. The MOZA is above it and the Fanatec is below it, and that's, for a starter wheel, price is more important than the quality that you receive. So while Fanatec has not a plastic QR, has a rubber steering wheel, I do like them better for starting wheel because they are cheaper. And not only this, you also have the opportunity to make the 5 Nm base an 8 Nm wheelbase by adding another PSU, 180 watt PSU, and you will have unlocked the 8 Nm wheelbase. So yeah, that's a big difference for me. Why I would recommend buying a Fanatec. A last remark, however, is the availability of Fanatec, and it has always been a bit of a pickle. It seems that the brand has little to no representation apart from the European and North American regions, and then some importers in other regions that charge an arm and a leg for it. So I guess that is the most decisive variable of all in the end. Thank you all for watching. If you had something from this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, subscribe. if you buy new hardware, very important, please use affiliate links, be it mine, be it another content creator, but use them. It's just a free tip that you give to us, so that's very nice. I will see you all next video. Bye bye.